My name is Caitlin Eastwood, and I'm going to be filming my informative speech. Here are my note cards. Alright, let's begin. According to the American Psychological Association, nearly 45 to 50% of marriages in the U.S. will end in divorce. When we get married, we have this whole new outlook on life. We're sharing this life with a new partner, and they're sharing their life with us as well, allowing us to both be truly connected. Most young married couples bring children into the mix to create that lasting family image that everyone strives for. But what happens to these children whenever their parents split up? Unfortunately, more and more children are falling victim and waking up in a different reality and are forced into unfavorable conditions due to divorce. After my speech, you will understand the social and emotional impact of divorce on children. When we are little, we depend on our parents for everything. The relationship between our parents is the first intimate relationship we see, and it's the only one we can really have anything to compare it to, so we believe it should last. Children between the ages of 3 and 7 tend to have the most difficulty adapting to this new dramatic change. According to Dr. Pickert from Psychology Today, he states that children going through divorce at this age may have a sense of false reality. Maybe if I did this, my parents would get back together. If I showed them this, that they'll work it out. When simply, it's not the case and things aren't as simple as they believe. Experiencing divorce as a young child can trigger various emotional responses, such as feeling of abandonment and inability to cope with stress. In the mind of a young child, wandering ideas can spur ideas of unwantedness, or maybe my parents will change their mind about me like they changed their mind about their relationship. These children tend to flock towards an item, a toy, a blanket for security as a need for stability, something to hold on to when their parents' relationship has dissolved. Experiencing this as a young child can change absolutely everything that you see in the future. And then my first visual is going to be my second stepson's baby blanket. He's had this since he was a newborn, and it is definitely his security item. Another question we can bring up on this topic is, do children of divorce suffer developmentally in school or work environment related situations? There is a connection between ADD students and dyslexia from children of divorce. Developing ADD can stem from lack of true focus and lack of attention at home from these kids who really honestly don't feel safe and secure in all their environments anymore due to their parents splitting up. These mental disorders can have a wear and tear on their daily life, not to mention affect their adult life. Simple everyday tasks can become impossible for people who suffer from these disorders in very early beginning stages of their life. And unfortunately, they can create even more issues for themselves, such as anxiety and depression. Unfortunately, more and more children are growing up, finding ways to cope with anything they possibly can to deal with their situation. And for that, I have my PowerPoint slide here, and it is the 8 Ways to Help Kids with ADD Cope with Divorce by Peg Rosen from Understanding ADD and Learning. First, you need to agree to a plan. Let your child know what to expect. Keep the rules in place and consistent across households. Protect rituals and schedules. Talk openly about your feelings. Don't ignore unacceptable behavior. Be mindful of dating and stress that the divorce isn't their fault. More time and time again, children believe that divorce is their fault, and maybe they could have done something differently to change the outcome of their parents splitting up, but it's simply not the case, and that needs to be stressed to the child that they have no involvement in that decision between you two. Lastly, when it comes to raising children of divorce, understanding and attention and being affectionate is of the utmost importance. I have gained two beautiful bonus boys through my marriage and have noticed their need for stability in a strong family relationship. These kind of children have been tossed around and forced to deal with situations that they never thought they would have to. Showing them love and guidance and open arms will help them ultimately move on and help them better cope with their new surroundings. Raising these two boys has really changed my life, and I believe that being a mixed pot family has really changed the way I believe in divorce. I've seen how important it is for these two boys to have a strong parent relationship, and when it stays intact, I have seen how it has changed their outlook on life. In conclusion, divorce is a sad and depressing thing that will affect your child for the rest of their life. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot my third visual. Sorry about that. Here is a video of my two boys playing. I have acquired them through marriage. And in conclusion, divorce is a sad and terrible thing that children should not have to go through. But unfortunately, it is a case, especially here in the U.S., as more and more irresponsible adults decide to wed and have children. Being a child of divorce, I know all too well how strongly these emotional issues can affect you in your adult life. And unfortunately, divorce will continue to be on the rise in this country. Thank you.